Hey guys, welcome back. It's Digging with DMP here. We are on our way to Herkimer Mountain here in Fonda, New York. This is a newer mine. It's our first time going. So let's see if we can get some skeletals today. We'll see you there. Over here, digging in this whole area here. And Paul's digging over here. And we'll see what we can get today. It's a chunker one. Found this guy in the dirt. This is a pretty nice one to go digging. In the hole here.
It's insane. I'm not.
I was digging around for the hole. Trying to get some big ones. He did find one nice one. Polly's in the hole. Apparently he found a pocket. So we're gonna see what he's gonna pull out. Apparently there's something in the hole, but I can't see from here. So we're back in the hole again. We can see it. A little shiny in the hole. So Paul took it off when I wasn't looking. There's one of them, the milky Herkimer. Let's see if we can get the other one. That's okay, probably.
There, see it? It's splitting.
Yeah, teaching someone how to use the, what do you call that thing, Liz? General. Well, the general, but
We just broke this out. There's any crystals. We got gold, artificial. This mine is a lot of work, you guys. You gotta break a lot of rock to get in. Find the stuff. Oh, the peanut butter clay. Not gonna find any more until we get somewhere to throw rock out. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can get more. We gotta get this big rock out. So is the hole we were digging in. Got a couple pieces. Now it's not over there. We'll see if you can find anything over there. Haven't found a whole lot of good big pieces yet, all just a bunch of chunks. So this is everything that we got at Herkimer Mountain. So over here, this is everything that Paul got in that pocket at the beginning. He got this nice kind of smoky tip here. All the pieces are just kind of blown out. But it's a nice display piece because it sits perfect. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see the smoky. Isn't that awesome? We got a few smoky ones. And here's one of the bad boys that he pulled out at the beginning. Like I said, all blown out. Big old chunk of herc. This guy does have a point right there. And I think this was the other chunk he kind of pulled out with that one. There was a couple chunks right there in that first beginning of the pocket. And actually that might be like connected to the wall maybe, because that might looks like dolomite possibly in there. So they might have been connected to the wall, but they were also kind of blown out too. You know what, these are millions and millions of years old. You got some really big kind of just chunks in that one area. And then this nice piece of calcite. This is going to glow probably like no other. Awesome chunk. Glow that kind of ruddy orange. Maybe I'll see if I can get it to glow and I'll post it in the video here. He got this nice kind of chunk. This one too, very clear. Just gonna kind of skim here so I don't bore you guys to death. I'll show you guys kind of some of the better pieces. Like I said, they're all like kind of just like blown out. So not too bad a one. Does have that point. And then this one's got a little skeletal, possibly. And then this is probably one of the nicer points that he got too out of that pocket, little one. Ooh, look at those rainbows. And then he got this really cool piece on the matrix. And baby herks and Drews. Clear chunks. And just some really small kind of chunks. Okay, so that's what he got in his pocket. And then this is all what I got, just kind of surface hunting and kind of digging in the dirt piles and kind of checking different areas. And then a couple of them Paul did put in there too, that he was looking around with me too. He found some of these. So that is what we got there. I didn't even know I had this one. I don't know where I found him, but he is smoky, nice herc, but he's not full, but it's still a nice herc. Look at him. Now zooming in, you guys can see the smoky, and some rainbows there. Cool little chunk. Like I said, he's not full. That would have been awesome. Here's another one with a little bit of smoky in the tip here. Look at that. Again, not full, blown out. Might have been connected to a wall at one point, maybe. Nice tip. Here's a chunk. Little point. Probably was double terminated at one point. Awesome. Kind of cool display. A little piece. Does have that skeletal in it. Got this point, just the point of it. Maybe on the matrix. That kind of looks like dolomite maybe in there. Nice point. Ooh, rainbows. Paul happened to just be by one of the tree roots and he found this little guy. This one is pretty cool, smoky. Oh, lots of rainbows in that tip. This one is awesome. Some rainbows in there. This one's got an interesting formation. So this one's got, so the tip is perfect right there on that part. And then there's like a little tip here next to it, but then it's got just kind of broken. It must have exploded. But it's kind of interesting. Got some rainbows on that point. And this one's really interesting too. Very orange. Cool little herc. Missing the bottom of it. A half ski, as I call them. And rainbows. That's like half of it. And here's another one that's a half ski. We got a half of it. Clear, kind of milky. And the bottom part is just missing. And we got some smaller ones. This one is really interesting too. I wonder what he looked like. Because all of this is just missing. But the rest of it's like intact. really kind of flat herkimer. Maybe a tabby. Maybe they consider it a tabby. I don't know. It's a very interesting shape. We got this little guy. He might have been one of the first ones I found because there's a really good one I found at the beginning. Oh, look at all those rainbows there in that tip. That is interesting. Not even like a rainbow, it's just like glitter. Looks like glitter. Just different colors of glitter. That's cool. Got some really small ones here. You won't be able to see them if I pick them up. And that tiny itty bitty one. And I got some other ones right here. I'm gonna kind of. Ooh, this one's a good one. Oh, tiny, double terminated. Some rainbows. He is almost a whole one. Got a little bit of damage here at the one end. Well, kind of at both ends. That's awesome. Not sure, he's got some weird inclusions in there. Just points. There's a nice point. Very clear. That'd be great for display too. If it just sits up. Same with this one, kind of just stands up. Rainbows in that tip. And then we got just some chunks. A little bit of smoky maybe in there. Oh, look at that rainbow. I don't know if we can get it to catching it. Oh, there we go. Look at that rainbow. Awesome. That's an awesome rainbow in that one. Just kind of the tip of one. I think I can zoom out here. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this one. Look at this skeletal chunk. Just a chunk. We did not find any whole skeletals per se today. Look at all those rainbows. I found this under one of the tree roots, but that was all I found. Awesome skeletal chunk. I'm sure some of the other ones are skeletal chunks too. It's just very hard to tell because they're so blown out. Some just big old chunks. And I just took home all the pieces. You never know what they're going to look like until you wash them off. You may have a whole one. You may just have chunks. It may have a super cool just part of a tip on it. You never know. So I just take everything. You know, Paul kind of gets mad, but I like to see when we get home what we get, you know. You never know. It's like a mystery, you know. And another cool, just a shard of a skeletal. And just a bunch of like chunks. And then I found this weird little This little rock that's got the, I think that's dolomite that's on there. I think that's dolomite. That's a little piece. Okay, then here, down here, this is what I got out of my pocket when Paul was helping me with that, that machine that, no, it's not a machine, it's like a handheld, concrete breaker that they use there, and we got to use it, and this is what I got out of the pocket that I was in. So here is the probably best, one of the best ones I got, with that smoky tip. Of course, it's not full. It might have been maybe on Matrix, or maybe this exploded millions of years ago. But look at that. I don't know, it's kind of a weird shape. It might have been a hognose. I don't know if that's the hognose, however they pronounce it. But look at that. Smoky tip. Rainbows. Isn't that awesome? I think this is like the first piece that I pulled out. A little tiny pocket, there wasn't much in there. Isn't that awesome? It's got some weird markings on the side there. And this is one of the other pieces that came out with it. Look at the rainbows. Got some riders that are kind of exploded. Other chunks that came out with it. And this really cool point was in there. More milk. We got a lot of more milky. They have more milkier Herkimers there. It's got a clear tip. Rainbows. Lots of rainbows in this little guy. We got a baby. Little rainbows in that guy. Some chunks. More little chunks. It's a weird one. Broken cluster. And some of these pieces, there's like a couple in this little pile over here that I think are like calcite maybe? I think it's these two. They look like calcite. That one and that one. Maybe some dolomite on there. So that's what I got from my little pocket that was next to Paul's pocket, kind of behind it. And then this whole section here is what we got in the tailings pile. So after we were done, because they were doing a dig with like the backhoe where you had to pay extra. So some people were doing that and some people were just digging in the ground like we were. And after it was all done with the digging with the backhoe, at the end of the day, the owner was like, "Oh, you guys can go look in the tailings pile," because pretty much it had already been like kind of looked over, you know, from everybody that was over there that I paid extra. So we went over there and found some cool pieces. that apparently nobody saw. Found this little smoky tip guy. Of course, they're all kind of broken, but he's still pretty cool. That smoky tip. Kind of like the smoky clear ones. Those are cool. And then I found this kind of chunk, and it's got like red in it. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. It's red, not orange. It's definitely red. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on it. Cool little skeletal piece with the red in it. I don't know what the red inclusions are. I know somebody did find that day when they were doing this dig with the excavator. They did find a double terminated with red in it. It was really awesome. So some kind of just chunks. Like I said, I never know what they're going to look like, so I just kind of grab them. This one's got some smoky in it. Whenever I see the shine, I just grab them and see what they look like when we get home. Here's a cool, like, smoky tip. There's a cool little, another smoky kind of tip. Some just like broken shards, some of them here. I think some of these are like dolomite or calcite. And then here's some of the good stuff that we got out of that tailings pile. Or I think I found these. Paul kind of gave up. But there was one spot that I was getting a lot of cool pieces from. So we got all these like cool, look at that tip. And of course, now they're not full. Clear, smoky. This chunk was kind of awesome. It's got that little smoky tip right there. Look at this one, double terminated. Little guy. Oh, he's so cool. Except for he's missing that end. I don't know if that was maybe on the matrix growing. I'm not quite sure. But he is pretty cool. Very orangey. Clear on that one tip. And then I found this guy. I was so excited. I wasn't sure what he's going to look like, but he is like the only one that is whole that we got. The only one that's whole. It's got like barely little damage on it. A little cluster with a little, I think that's a hog nose. And then it's got the rider on it. Isn't that cool? Cool little guy. So yeah, that's like the only whole one. That's pretty good. Then we got this little double terminated. We're missing the one part of them. Look at this guy. Missing the butt end, but he's got all that clear with the rainbows. Look at all those rainbows. That's an awesome little piece. Another little half ski guy. A little bit of rainbows. He's another half ski because he's missing half of him, but he's pretty cool for display. This little guy is cool even though he's got quite a bit of damage. But I thought he was really cool looking. So some rainbows. Same with this little guy. He's got damage, but he's got this little rider on him. He might have been maybe a matrix at one point. So cool. And this guy's got a little bit of a rider on him too. I thought he was pretty cool. Yeah, a tall rider. This guy's pretty cool. He is almost whole. So cool. And then last but not least, we got these two little guys. This one's only a half, but they're so clear. It's almost like a tabby, like it's so flat. But I know he's missing half of them. Super clear, and then this other clear one. Actually, I think he might be whole. I don't know. I think he's missing the bottom. Yeah, he's missing the bottom. I don't know. Maybe they go together. We'll have to see. So, that is everything that we got at Herkimer Mountain. Our first time going. Kind of a brand new mine. So go check them out.
Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button to join us for our next digging adventure.